legacies of both Aaron Judge and Aaron Boone are on the line as we jump into the 2028 World Series, their third World Series appearance together, and it's against the team that they faced off in the first one, the LA Dodgers, winners of, 3 of the last 7 World Series titles, 20, 24, in which they both faced off, and 26. Yankees record 9-4. Oh, by the way, Mookie Betts looking for ring number 4 as a winner of the 2018 World Series, 2020 with the Dodgers, 2024, actually 5, and 2026 World Series, and Shohei Ohtani looking for World Series championship number 3 since leaving the Angels. The Angels hadn't even made the playoffs still. And to be completely honest, Shohei Ohtani may just be the GOAT. A 5-time MVP, including winning the Cy Young and the MVP in 2025, a 7 or 8-time Silver Slugger, a batting title. I could just rattle him off. The only award he can't and hasn't won is a Gold Glove. And Ahmed Rosario, unfortunately, will be his first strikeout victim. Moving ahead, Jason Dominguez, batting .308 in this postseason. 3 homers, including 1 against the Rangers in the ALCS. Bouncer on the ground, second to first. As I believe that is Gleyber Torres here is throwing him out from a New York Yankee. Rest of the lineup for this pennant team. Aaron Judge coming up next. Austin Wells, Anthony Volpe, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Big G, Ben Rice, the almost sole reason why we made it this far, and Key Brian Hayes batting number 9. Judge has been on an absolute tear, and he usually owns Shohei Ohtani, but he strikes out here to end the first inning. On the mound for us to start game number 1, it is Josiah Gray. He is not giving up a single run. Now, granted, he's pitched or started 1 game and pitched in 1 or 2 others, both games cut just a little bit short, one due to a rain delay, the other due to a fingernail issue. So he'll be looking to make a start here and hopefully get through a decent amount of innings. Fly ball to right field into the gap, but Judge attempts to dive for it. Chisholm has to retrieve it at the wall. I appreciate the effort, Aaron, but geez, leave a little for the batter's box. And Shohei Ohtani bounces this one past Brian Hayes into the left field corner. Ohtani will end up at second. Betts will come home. Dodgers lead 1-0. Jump ahead to Alec Bohm. Was not a member of the Phillies World Series team last year. In fact, last year was his first year in L.A. as he drives in the second run here for the Dodgers. And I'm sure Giants fans will hate to see this Lamont Wade Jr. in white and blue. And pitch in the dirt. Runner taken off for second. And it is safe. That ball did not bounce very far from Wells's range. 3-2. Bouncer down the third baseline into left field. Dominguez will come up throwing, but Betts is going to score anyway. Sorry, that is Bohm will score from second. Dodgers up now 3-0. This is starting to look like 2024. Fly ball to left center, and we finally get our first out of the inning. And Brandon Lau stepping up. He's down 1-2 as Josiah Gray has to wipe off some of the sweat and dew from the fog. Actually, no, it's kind of raining here. You know, they say it doesn't rain in Southern California. Tony, why you lie to me like that? Volpe, bouncer, and throw over to second to finally get out of the first inning. Wells, unfortunately, is going to stare at a devastating sweeper from Ohtani. It seems to be the pitch he likes the most at this point. And he tosses Volpe a splitter, and it's a fly ball to center, but Outman is right there to make the catch. Chisholm. Sends a sinker deep to center field. Outman looks up, and it is out of here. Yankees get on the board. I'm surprised he's able to see the pitch. Given all this fog and rain, it's freaking disgusting, to be honest with you, out here. Nonetheless, Yankees get themselves on the board. Big G stepping up in a very un-Big G-like postseason for him so far. The under 200 is one thing, but not hitting a homer, that's a whole different story. Does get over the base hit as Ben Rice follows up behind him. We take a look at how we made it to the World Series. 4-4, bottom ninth. Pandemonium. It was the damn Bronx Zoo all over again. But what can he do here? 0-2. Swings at about the same pitch, but will end up striking out to end the second inning. Maybe he's got some more clutch in him later on in a ball game. As Outman sends this one deep to center. Chisholm had to chase. Oh, sorry. Outman had to chase his. Chisholm will recover this one, though, unlike James. Cabrian. Ooh, swing and a miss. Holy smokes. That sweeper almost dislodged that man's shoulders. 5th strikeout for Shohei. He is on a tear so far, but he will give a base hit to Ahmed Rosario off a high splitter. I think he wanted to bring that pitch down, just got too much of the zone. Dominguez, bouncer to second, over to short, back to first. That is a 4-6-3 double play for the LA Dodgers. Grace facing Ohtani, and he'll pop this one up behind the backstop as Wells will make the catch. So Ohtani can't get on for the second time. Lamont Wade Jr. sends this one to the right field gap as Judge makes the catch and then does a freaking full gainer to end the second inning, and unfortunately has to lead off now. No time to rest, man. It's the World Series. Unfortunately, he'll hit this to his own defensive position. Despite Pai standing in the gap, remember, they tend to play the pull for Judge, which is a little weird because he can hit to all sides of the field. I don't know how they come up with their defensive game plan, but it is what it is, and it was successful for them. Volpe takes a very high fastball for ball number 4, and he'll represent the first base runner, but it is the 4th inning. Bounces this one to Wade. He's able to recover it and stable a step on the bag in time to end the inning. Will Smith, unfortunately, punches out on a fastball low in the zone. As Gray picks up strikeout number 2.
Second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Now, Dodgers will ask for Brandon Lau to come to the plate, but it looks like we're going to be looking at a rain delay of about, let's say, 90 minutes according to the Weather Channel. And we're back here in the 4th. Brandon Lau will now get a chance. Hopefully he warmed up some. Liner right at Rosario as Brock Salvage has replaced Josiah Gray. And it looks like it's going to be a bullpen game from here on out for the New York Yankees. As you see, Teoscar Hernandez, 5 times a Silver Slugger. One of the better hitters of his time, and he will unfortunately strike out here in the 4th. Dodgers will call on Dennis Santana, who I feel like it's taken him like 40,000 years to get called up, but he's coming out here in a relief role, and holy smokes. Big G with a terrible swing and nearly beats out the throw, despite it going to the backstop. Ben Rice bounces one through the 6th hole for a base hit for the Yankees. First base runner for them here in the 5th. Hayes muscles a sinker that was in on his fist in the right field, which means we will now rotate the lineup again as Ahmed Rosario comes up. 2-1, hits a slider hard up the middle, and everybody will only move up 1 base despite the throw. Yeah, you might have been able to score. We will take what we can get. Dominguez, bases loaded, swings and misses on the circle change on the outside corner. I think he was trying to hit it to left field and couldn't come up with it, and damn, this one bounces and stays fair, and that is just unfortunate for Dominguez. That is a double play, unfortunately. Oh boy, Aaron Judge hits this one deep to right field, but the wind is carrying this one well foul. An RBI in the last ball game. Hits this one up the middle though, off a cutter. 1 run will score from 3rd. The runner coming around from 2nd. The Yankees will take a 4-3 lead thanks to the captain coming up big time for his Yankee squad. And looks like the Dodgers manager, that's not Dave Roberts, going to be coming out here and replacing his man on the mound for the 3rd time. Gregory Soto going to get an opportunity. Righties are hitting 375, lefties hitting 174 as a lefty himself. Wells, bouncer, bats, steps on the bag himself to end the 5th inning but not without the lead being given up by the Dodgers. Pajes at the plate, liner right at Judge. In time for the second out in the fifth. Not sure how long Salvage will be out there as Betts hits this one to right field, the position he used to play, as Judge does another full gainer for the second time to retrieve a ball. He is really trying to give it his all for one ring. This is his third World Series appearance in his career. You know, you start to think, at what point is it too late for them? This might be the Yankees' last chance at a championship. They'll have to do so against probably the greatest player of this generation, if not of all time. Floats it one between shortstop and left field for a base hit. It seems like that is only something a unicorn could do, as Aaron Boone is going to replace Brock Salvage this time for Jake Cousins. He got the save in game number 5 of the ALCS. We're just looking for him to get at least, one, maybe 2 innings out of him. Bohm gets a base hit up the middle. Now Lamont Wade Jr., nobody out, laces this one past Hayes at third. Into the corner. 1 run will score. Dominguez throws it back in. Hits Volpe. Volpe to the plate. The tag not in time. Dodgers regain the lead. It's 5-4. Smith is going to float one to right field, and Judge will be there to get it. Runner from second will have to retreat, which means Brandon Lau has an opportunity. He'll swing and miss at a 94. mile-an-hour heater for the second out of the 6th. Teoscar striking out, ends the 6th. You see the tail of tape between the two teams. It's been back and forth as we go into the 7th inning, or really the bottom of the 6th and then the 7th inning. Ohtani and Gray both pulled due to a rain delay. Jump ahead in the 7th, and Cousins still has the strikeout pitch going. That was a dangerous sinker, if I do say so myself. Hung a little in the zone, and now we call on Ryan Grady. 5 appearances this postseason, 8 2/3, a 2.08 ERA. But we won't see him till the next inning, as Dominguez strikes out to start the 8th inning. Yankees looking to make another comeback. Judge, hard knock up into the left field for a base hit, representing the tying run. Can anyone else bring him home? Wells sends it back up the middle and at least advances him into scoring positioning. Volpe takes a slider, plops it in the right field. Judge is not going to hustle home this time. Might have been able to make it, but probably best to not risk it. Jazz Chisholm takes a fastball and sends it to center. Judge with foot on third, tags, is going to run home, sliding in easily. The throw well off the line. Ball game tied yet again, this time at 5-5. Big G behind 1 and 2, facing Joe Payamps, is going to strike out on a slider way out of the zone. I just don't think Big G is seeing the ball very well. Maybe that's just a sign of age at this point, and you better intentionally walk Ohtani. He smokes right-handed pitching, batting .636. Curveball ends up being strike number 3, though, so we don't have to worry about that big-time bat in the lineup. Alec Bohm takes a curveball and sends it to right center, but Chisholm is going to be there for out number 2. Jump ahead to the 9th inning as Joel Payamps still on the mound, and of course, who's leading this one off? It's Ben Rice. He's come through clutch more times than I can count, and he is going to do so again, hitting the circle change in the center field and representing the go-ahead run for New York. Brian Hayes next up, and fastball that he got too much underneath and a little late of a swing on. Wade Jr. makes the catch, first out of the 9th inning. Rosario sends this one to left center, but it is going to be caught as well. Throw back in, runner will retreat. Call on Dominguez, who has just not had a good game. 3 ground outs, which did drive in a run, but struck out as he hits a circle change. High, but not quite deep, and this one will go to the bottom of the ninth, where the Dodgers will have an opportunity to win game number 1. Will Smith, Brandon Lowe, and Teoscar Hernandez will be the bats in the inning. It's Grady ahead 0-1. Fourth pitch to Smith. There's a slider hit deep to left field, but Dominguez is there. Grady looking to get out of this one. One of the better clutch pitchers in the Yankee rotation, and Grady sets a man down with a sinker as Hernandez pops this one up. Grady is going to call off Wells, and Wells obliges. And that'll end the 9th inning, so this one is going to extras as the captain leads off 2 for 4, 2 RBI. And swing and a miss. Joel Payamps out there for a 3rd inning. Gets a man out on a slider. Wells, first pitch he sees. Hard knock to second, throw over to first. Another big Yankee bat will be sat down. Volpe hits this high, but it not quite as far as we would like. So we'll go to another bottom of the inning, this time the 10th. Remember, no ghost runners. No ghost runners in the postseason. Outman's going to lead off. He is 0 for 3. Struck out, fly out, and did everything but, I don't know, some other out that I can't think of. Hit one out. Oh, my goodness. Chisholm doesn't even chase it. Dodgers take a 1-0 lead in this series in walk-off fashion. Grady blows this. Not even a save. He just gets the loss. I feel like he's been out there long enough that a save was just out of the question, especially considering we never took the lead in the late going. 2 1/3 innings, 2 strikeouts, but the 1 earned run that really mattered. And we jump ahead to game number 2, where Roki Sasaki is on the mound and Luis Hill is on the mound for us. This should be a nice matchup between, some mid-20s. Actually, Luis Hill is 30. Pitchers, so some up-and-comers, though Hill might be peaking, particularly in the postseason. Sasaki 3.94 ERA, but a 1.56 whip. So he is fallible at some point in his pitching. Bouncer to Betts, and Rosario will be the first out. Remember, he throws that splitter. If you watch the 2025 Real Life World Series, they're going to throw that damn pitch a lot. Rosario, Judge, Wells, Dominguez, Chisholm, Volpe, Rice, Hayes, and Lee Bunning coming in for Big G. I'm not sure how much more Big G we will see. We do need somebody that's just going to get on base. Bunning does represent that, as Austin Wells going to get hit with a slider, and I know it hurts, but you might have to run through the pain, my man. Dominguez pops this one up into the middle of the infield, and of course Sasaki's going to let the best fielder on this team make the catch, Mookie Betts. All right, Luis Hill on the mound, a 1.88 ERA. This is like the 2nd or 3rd straight postseason he has been under a 2.5 ERA in the postseason. So he's a guy we can count on for the most part. World Series, forgive him for last year's World Series, though. As Bohm gets on with a little bloop can of corn to left field for the first base runner. Roll it to Rosario, toss to Volpe, and somehow he malfunctions and can't throw it to first. I don't know why that happens. And Luis Hill, I think that's cutter got away from him. It was not intentional. This is not the time to be, dealing with unwritten rules of baseball. I don't believe in it. I've never believed in it. You will strike out the next batter, Brandon Lowe. Smith, bouncer past Rice, doesn't dive for it. Judge will come up throwing to the plate, bounce, and gets to Wells in time. I think he would have easily gotten that runner at 3rd, but the bases are loaded for Teoscar Hernandez, and he sends this one absolutely deep to left center. 421 feet for the grand salami. 5th home run this postseason as the Dodgers jump out to a early 4-0 lead. This is starting to look like the 2024 World Series. I'm not liking this, guys. Come on, let's get it together. You cannot be serving that up to a guy who's been one of the better hitters in the league during his tenure. Chisholm will get on to start the second, and honestly, still second if you got a chance, man. Volpe. Oh, strikes out on the 100-mile-an-hour heater, representing Sasaki's first punch-out. Rice comes up, 0-1, and he sends this one deep to right field. Will it be fair? It is going to stay fair. 416 feet, putting the Yankees on the board for the first time tonight. His fourth postseason homer, first since, the walk-off back in the ALCS. But this is a whole different series and a whole different team. What more can the Yankee offense do? Rosario sends a sinker deep to left center. It gets out of here. A man not known for his bop blasts one out of here. His second of this postseason, and I think of this series, if I've been paying attention. Nope, that's not true. I had to look at my notes for a hot second. Yankees within one as Eel goes back on the mound. Will Smith, oh, that slider caught way too much of the plate and might be fair. It tucks itself just fair. 404 feet for the Fresh Prince of L.A. Dodgers extend the lead to double. It's 6-4. Sorry, 5-3. What was I thinking? Teoscar gets another one off a cutter, hitting it the other way. Judge is not bothering. This one 401 feet. Now they have doubled the lead to 6-3. Yo, we cannot be serving up, Budios type pitches to the Dodgers, man. What the hell are we doing? This team hasn't won 3 world championships in this decade for no reason. Yes, 2020 counts. Fly ball, James Outman. It bounces. Chisholm will recover and fire it to second, but Outman will easily be safe at second. Dodgers look to tack on even more. You know they are going to have absolutely no mercy for the New York Yankees. Luis Hill mercifully gives us our second out throwing a slider. Now Alec Boehm down 0-2. And he's going to stare at a slider. This one on the outside corner to end the fourth. Keep Brian Hayes as the thunder is rumbling. Sasaki and the splitter going to be sent into the left field. Up against the wall, as a matter of fact. And Teoscar throws it back in, but Hayes is in there safely with a double. Let's bring him home.
Second baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
And Ahmed Rosario with one away as the runner did advance to third. Fly ball right field. They're going to be caught by Pages, but we are not going to bother tagging. Probably pretty smart. Pages is pretty damn good in right field. Hence why Betts is playing shortstop. Not that Betts can't play right field. Hell, he's probably the best right fielder, in the time in which he was playing the said position. Judge hits this one deep to left field, but Outman is going to make the catch before the warning track. Yankees can't cut into the deficit. Eel, oh my goodness, tosses Betts a fastball. This one not going to get out of here. Caroms off the top portion of the wall. Judge throws it back in, hits Volpe, but Betts is in there easily with a double. And it is time for Aaron Boone to replace Luis Hill, as Tristan Vreeling looks to salvage some of this game. Hopefully he can go 2 innings, maybe 3, depending on how the offense is playing and how he is pitching. Brandon Lauf hits this one to right center. Chisholm able to run it down. Runner from second tags the throw. No, runner will advance to third, which means the Dodgers have an opportunity to make it 7-3. And no, Will Smith sends this one to left field. It is, just gonna hook foul. Almost had his second home run into left field of the game. Curve ball. Somehow hitting about the same spot, able to straighten it out, and it lands in Dominguez's glove to end the 5th inning. Whoo, that was almost a bad one, my man. Jason, after 1 out in the 6th, sends this one to right center field. 475 feet. He nearly cleared Dodger Stadium. His 4th home run of this here postseason, showing why we decided to keep him and not trade him. We're still down by 2, though. I know a lot of you guys out there were asking me to trade him. You know, but it's hard to find young talent, and he's cheap. More importantly, he's still young talent, good potential. Ben Rice, unfortunately, flies out to right field. As Brian Hayes swinging a miss at a high slider off of Tanner Scott. That was a hell of a place to put a slider. I don't know too many people that would actually swing at that, as Lee Bunning is going to be replaced by Giancarlo Stanton. You see the numbers, they're not great in any way, shape, or form for Big G. 1-2, swing and a miss on the outside fastball. He'll have to send himself back to the bench. Freeland facing Pages. Pages turns on it, sends it to left center, really straightaway center, 440 feet. Dodgers are up 7-4 here in game number 2. Pages, more known for his defense, though he does have some nice righty bop. You know, you can't sleep on some of these bottom of the lineup guys. Damn sure not in this lineup. Top to bottom, they've got something to give. And give they did. Dodgers take game number 2 as well, off 11 hits and a couple of long balls, 2 of them by Teoscar Hernandez in a 5 RBI game. For the 3rd straight World Series, the Yankees are down 2-0. We got some real work to do if a championship is in our sights. It starts with game 3 and game 4 at home. Y'all got a sub if you want to see it. Holla at y'all later. Peace out.